Greetelings, dear assorted listeners. Welcome to another episode of Captain Casual's Rambling About. You're listening to Amalia today, and I shall ramble about this channel and our plans going forward. So off we go. So, as you can see, we're no longer showing our face. That's not because we suddenly got shy or anything, it's because we recognize that, you know what, we have an awful camera and a good one is just not in the budget right now. And so we've decided that instead of making you stare at a door and awfully grainy camera footage in the corner, we'll just come up with a decent looking background depending on the video and, work with what we're good at, which is audio. So yes, beyond that, you'll also of course notice that we've given our show a proper format. It's called Rambling About, ! That's the important bit. And yes, it's just free-form talking. It's us picking a topic and deciding, yes, we're gonna talk about it. Obviously, we're gonna do this every time there's a new single out, because we want to talk about it. But beyond that, it gives us the possibility to talk about anything. Maybe we'll do something gaming related. Maybe we'll just talk about an instrument we've got. Maybe Flight Simulator. We're quite big on Flight Sim, you know. But yeah, whatever topics we pick, it's not a video log, not a vlog. It's an audio log. Yes, we're like one of those characters in a video game. In any case, we've also, as you'll have noticed, given not just our YouTube channel, but all of our social media, including even our Spotify and Bandcamp account and things like that, everything's gotten a nice visual overhaul with the sort of silhouetted black, green, sometimes a little bit of white art style. We've noticed that we can do a fair bit of stuff with that ourselves, with that art style. The idea came about a couple of days ago as of the recording of this video, and yeah, you can do stuff quite quickly when you go for a simple art style, especially because, well, we don't just want to use AI art for everything because, well, let's be honest, everyone can see that it's AI art and it looks a bit It just doesn't leave a very good taste in one's mouth. We'd love to pay artists for stuff, but just no budget. We're not broke or anything at this point. It's just that, we've over the past few years, we've quite heavily invested in instruments, software, and other things. Just in general, life hasn't been cheap, and we want to save up for the next year or two a bit. We've sort of planned out our investments, and splurging on paying artists for stuff at this point is just not really a thing we can do. We'd love to at some point though. So yeah. Beyond that, we've also changed the way we approach our single releases. So every time we release a single now, we will upload it to DistroKid, and obviously that'll put it on Spotify and stuff, but we'll also have a DistroKid YouTube release, and we'll also make a little visualizer on our own and upload that to YouTube as well. So there will be 2 videos for each single, and there's a reason for that. Because on the one hand, we would like to at some point just fully manage YouTube on our own, right? But the thing is, this is gonna sound really petty, but YouTube is paying us a few cents every now and then for our DistroKid uploaded videos, because there's ad revenue on there. Now our own videos that we're uploading, we're not a partner, we're far too small for that, so we can't get paid for it, which is fair enough. The thing is, we kind of want a bit of both. Numbers going up is quite a nice driving factor, even though it's tiny amounts of cents. It's a motivational thing. And so we'll just have a bit of both. We'll upload a nice visualizer for every release, and that'll give you something nicer to look at. And we'll also still, for the time being, upload to YouTube through DistroKid as well, just because of the the tiny amounts of ad revenue. And yes, other than that, we've we will keep following the plan we've had for the last few months, which is 1 single release per month. That's not fast, we know, but the fact is we're not doing this full time. We do have other hobbies. We have a job, an actual full-time job to pay the bills. And, doing 1 single month has so far given us enough time to, get the singles out and enough time left over to where we can work on other projects, musical related, but also other things, of course. But yes, it's given us enough time to where we can still, practice, come up with more ideas. We are planning to release early next year an EP in addition to our normal monthly releases. And there is an idea for a second album at some point, but that's far away. But the point is, one single a month allows us to, live our life as well as release that single per month and still have enough time to work on other projects musically. And, just practice and rehearse and do all the things that a musician might want to do in order to, keep up. Alrighty listeners, that will do for today's ramblings. We do hope today's show was interesting for you, maybe even interesting enough to have a closer look at those like and subscribe buttons. That would be most kind. Also, check out all our music and follow our socials if you'd like. And leave a comment letting us know just how much you appreciate us talking about general stuff like this, or just how much you despise our non-musical content. Either way, it feeds the algorithm, But that's enough from us. Till next time, dear listeners, stay safe and have a good one.